Welcome to Four Friends, a Table, and Some Movies. This is the first and only episode of our long-running podcast. I'm your host, Miles Pinkle, and I'm joined by the other hosts, Leah Grobe, Isabella Pinkle, and Ethan Young. And today, we're going to be talking about our 5 favorite movies of the year.
Yay!
Yay! I can't wait.
Awesome.
There's some good movies this year.
This has been a very good year for movies.
This has been a very good year for me watching movies that didn't happen this year.
I'm be so real. I've watched, I believe, 138 films this year.
I did not check to see how many films I've watched this year. I can check
Yeah,
now if you want. We can find out.
Yeah,
I only started letterboxing like halfway through the year, so I think it's like, I don't know, 20 to 30 maybe.
yeah.
I think I've
I don't
watched
watch as
10.
many.
That's fair. I certainly didn't get up to 100. That did not happen.
This was a weird year. I don't typically watch this many movies, but it's been fun. It's good for your soul, I think, to watch a lot of movies. But I'm very happy with how many great films have come out this year and how many great films that have come out before this year that I've gotten to see for the first time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so I think we're going to go around the table and we're going to go down our number 5s, then our 4s, 3s, 2s, and then our favorites of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there will be a little bit of overlap because
Oh yeah.
a lot of great movies that
Yeah.
came out that I know for sure there's crossover with certain movies that might be on your guys' shirts.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I don't know
I
what you're
might
talking about.
Talk about
Batman.
one of them days.
Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four.
I'm going to talk about
Man
one
of
of them
Steel.
days, the Kiki Palmer movie.
I forgot that came out this year.
I did too, and I watched it in theaters.
You watched it in the theaters.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was
I
okay.
keep thinking that Captain America: Brave New World came out last year.
Right?
Right? It was the first thing I saw this year in theaters.
I thought it was too, and then I realized that it was one of them days.
All right. Before we get started, do y'all want to talk about honorable mentions, stuff that almost made it on the list?
Well, I thought we were going to do that.
I think we'll
Are we
save
gonna
that
do
for
We'll save that for later, right?
Right.
right before
later.
number 1. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Let's do it. You ready? You want to start us off?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
So number 5, I kind of went back and forth on this one. 1 through 4 was pretty easy for me, and then this one kind of was battling it out, and it came down to either it was going to be Thunderbolts, Begonia, or F1, and I think I have settled on. I think I've settled on Thunderbolts. Like F1 was really fun, and Begonia. I'll talk about those more when we talk about honorable mentions. But Thunderbolts really surprised me this year. It's the one MCU movie that made it to my top 5, and I can't say that there's been an MCU movie in my top 5 for the last couple of years. It's harder for me now that I watch more stuff outside of it. And this is the first Marvel movie probably since Guardians, and
Guardians
before
3.
that, and then before that, Infinity War, that I have given a 5-star rating to. Thunderbolts was such a joy to see, and it was nice to have a Marvel movie that dealt with the theme, which
Yes.
not too many. You can have there's broad themes that the Marvel movies deal with, but I don't think none of them have really felt like they tackle a specific problem in the way that Thunderbolts did, and Thunderbolts really chose to sit down and talk about dealing with depression and anxiety and
Self-hatred.
self-hatred.
Yeah.
And the characters are also strong. I think it has done a majority of the damage control for Marvel this year.
I think it's the reason a lot of people are excited about the upcoming Avengers movies.
I think it did a lot of heavy
I had
lifting.
no interest in Avengers Doomsday whatsoever before this movie came out. But Yelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh, who's amazing in everything she's in.
She's so good.
Love her.
And she's one of the few Marvel characters right now that feels like they really have star power in the way that
Oh, yeah.
in the way that like Chris Evans or RDJ had.
She's so good.
And then I really love Sebastian Stan as Bucky. He's so great. And it's nice to still have a Marvel character you've been following around for so long, because I mean, Winter Soldier was 11 years ago, and so yeah, right.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, it was 11 years ago.
It was 14. 11
I remember
years ago.
going and seeing it in the theaters, and I feel old. But having him in there as well is so good. And then you have Ghost and Red Guardian and Sentry now, who's a great addition, and U.S. Agent. Just all characters who I really, really, really liked to see. Characters who I didn't really think I'd care about in
U.S.
movie
Agent
form.
in particular, huge standout.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think that the son of Kurt Russell would be able to act.
Yeah.
But Wyatt's so good. And
He is.
He's so fun.
He's probably my favorite character in the whole film because he's so funny, and I find it so nice that they do not really try to make him a good person at all.
No.
No, they don't do. Yeah, they don't
He
really,
is. He's just an. And it's
Yeah.
wonderful. It's very nice.
He stays
to
that way through
see.
the whole. I think the one thing that does make you do change a little bit on him is that he treats the character Bob one way at the start and then one way at the end.
Yeah.
And there's improvement in that. So while he doesn't really change at his core, I think that small arc is enough to make you just not hate him the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know?
Once he stops calling him Bobby and he calls him Bob.
Right.
And it's him showing him respect.
Yeah.
That you're right. That little moment is such a huge shift for just such.
Yeah.
And he's funny.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
charismatic. If you've got a character who's a jerk, if you make him funny enough, it does oh man, it's so much help. It's so helpful.
Yeah, but it's just nice to have a Marvel movie with character development, like solid character development and character arcs. It's nice to have a strong emotional core. I feel like really only the Gunn movies ever really had a solid emotional connection.
Yeah.
I mean, like I feel like those, and really I think the first and third Iron Man movie
Yeah.
have a really strong. I
Well, Shane Black, man. Shane Black's
Black's
gonna do
so
that.
good. Iron Man 3 is so good. And then I feel like the Captain America trilogy. I feel like those movies kind of are the only ones that really made me emotionally bond with the characters. And I think Thunderbolts did a really good job at just making a really tight, strong narrative. And the movie looks good too. It has a distinct visual style.
Yep. Doesn't look like every other Marvel movie.
It's gray, but it's gray with an intention. It looks it looks like the color grading has a direction. There's some great shots in the film, and the sound.
Bob's eyes when he's been shot and they're turning gold.
Yeah.
So cool.
And then the soundtrack is really good. Notably, there's a piece towards the middle of the film when Sentry flies for the first time. That's
Love it.
I haven't really felt that way with a character in a flying scene since probably, weirdly enough, Snyder's Superman.
I was gonna say
and
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
That flying scene's amazing.
And thankfully, Superman this year made me feel that way as well with the flying scenes. But yeah, I think Thunderbolts is really good, and it's probably the best Marvel offering. And it's a case where I don't really feel any sort of there's always an attributed movie shame in the film community of putting a Marvel movie in your top ranking for the year. But I think Thunderbolts actually is really worthy of being mentioned as one of the standouts from the year.
Definitely.
And I think if Marvel hadn't poisoned their own stuff so much, they would have probably had gotten more success with it.
Yeah, and I think the sort of marketing machine on that, where they kind of do the whole Thunderbolts New Avengers thing, is very much an attempt to recoup some of that, because I think people think, oh, it's Avengers, so it's good. And I think because you have a lot of those staple characters moving away, Thor is still there, but Captain America, Iron Man in particular, not being around, I don't think there's as much interest there. When you had that Doom reveal of Robert Downey Jr. is coming back and he's Doctor Doom, it's this sort of kind of last desperate attempt for relevance, and Thunderbolts didn't feel desperate at all. Thunderbolts
It felt comfortable. It felt like we trust people to come and see us, and while it didn't do the best financially, people who saw it really liked it.
Yeah.
I went and saw it 3 times. I've not done that with a Marvel movie.
I think I did too.
In so long. But yeah, Thunderbolts is my number 5.
Nice.
All right, my number 5.
Groundhog Day.
No. My number 5 is definitely not from this year. It is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh,
I
haven't
don't know.
seen
I don't
this.
think I've heard of that.
Did you know there was a Killer Clowns from Outer Space Game Boy game?
I did not know
That is a real thing.
Wow.
It sat in a store I worked at for a very
Video
long time,
Game
and they
Nerd
never
reviewed
sold
that.
it.
That's crazy. Well, I saw it for the very first time this year. I kind of love how weird it is. It's kind of an insane movie. Like, there was just a lot of me going, huh.
Is it
Oh.
is it a comedy or is
None of you guys have seen this movie?
I should
I
have.
know
I'm a
it.
I've
huge
never
horror
heard of it.
I'm
Okay,
a huge horror
so-
fan. I need to, but I haven't.
It's a horror movie from, like, I think the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great. It's it's just weird. Like, it's these clowns from outer space coming to, like, kill people on Earth, and like it's just like a weird movie. Like, they like have this circus tent that like they like, you know, capture their peoples in. That they're gonna kill, and like I think the men they encase in cotton candy and cocoon them, and that's how they die.
That's
And like the
beautiful.
women get put in bubble gum. And it's like weird. It's like this weird movie, and it's like these weird alien clowns are the murderers of the movie, and it's like weird. And they like I think go around on their like weird little clown cars, and they're like I don't know, like you have to just watch it. It's great. It's great. And then there's like this big boss fight with like the king clown.
The King Clown.
It's the 80s. It's like the most 80s film you'll ever watch.
It's so 80s.
It's
That's what
so
Miles and I say when we watch Stranger Things. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
so 80s.
I think I like if I remember, yeah, like there's a scene, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, where there's a sheriff who was killed or something, and he was like cocooned in his car with cotton candy. It's been a couple months since I've seen this film.
Amazing.
This is a movie I desperately want to own on VHS.
Yeah, this is like
That's a great, yeah.
peak 80s film, in my personal opinion. Like, if I was like, what's a movie that looks like the 80s? This.
Okay.
This.
Nice.
And it's like all absurd. Like, every scene you're like, what? Why? Why? But like in the best way possible. Like, they just like so many choices happen that you're like, and why did we do that? and why did we choose to do this? Oh. So they just cocoon the men? Okay, great. And then like for some reason, I think one of the plot points is that like the women they don't kill them, they kidnap to repopulate. You're like, why?
That's cool. Yeah.
That's the 80s. Like, it's just like a whole movie of, oh. And I love it.
That's wonderful.
So that's my number 5.
Awesome.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I've heard of it. I had seen like clips of it, but up until this year I had never seen it. And I'm glad that it's in my brain now.
That's awesome.
It's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's really
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so strange.
I should also correct myself. It was not a Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game, although there is a game of that. It was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. It's a
I
different-
need that actually. I need that. I need that in my bedroom right now. I need that immediately. Stat. Inject that into my veins.
There is also Attack of the Killer Donuts, which is a 2
What?
original. Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's
What?
as good as you think it is.
You're telling me you've seen Attack of the Killer Donuts before
I
Killer
haven't
Clowns
seen
from
it.
Outer
I
I've never heard of that, and I've
Oh,
heard of
okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I've
I
seen
was
some
concerned.
scenes.
You've also
I got
seen
really worried.
some movies I would never watch.
I don't know what.
I
you're
don't know what you
talking
mean.
about.
What do you mean?
What was that? Like Megalodon versus, I don't know.
Sharktopus.
Yeah.
Sharknado.
No, it's King Kong versus.
Have you seen Sharknado?
Sharktopus.
Part of it. I didn't finish it. I was
Okay.
actually remarkably bored by it.
Oh, interesting. I
Yeah.
thought it was funny.
I wish I thought it was funny.
You gotta
I
watch Nabonga.
have not seen that one either. No, I love a good bad horror
think
movie,
about
but I've
putting it
not
on
seen
the
that.
list?
Almost.
You could have put the cookout on the list.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
yet.
you haven't watched it yet? Oh.
No.
Did you put it on your list?
I haven't seen it either.
Oh.
No.
What's number 5?
Yeah, what's number
Your
5?
list?
My number 5 of 2025 movies, I put Fantastic Four. I really liked it. It was fun. Like, I don't know. I think it's one of those superhero movies that you're just like it brings it, like, to quote Doctor or whatever Green Goblin. It brings it back to formula. I don't know. Like, isn't that the line? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it was fun. Like, I don't know. It's nice to see like a good Fantastic Four movie.
Yes.
What are you thinking? What's going on right there?
I was like, I'm sure I think you said Dr. Green Goblin.
I was gonna say Dr. Octopus, and then I was like, no, that's not his name.
Well,
It's not
The
Green
Amalgamverse,
Gob-
Miles. Come on.
Yeah,
what's Green Goblin's real name? Is he?
Norman Osborn.
Good job.
There you go.
You just quiz her in the middle of this episode?
This is bar trivia.
And suddenly I'm glad that it's known that I don't have Marvel knowledge.
Yeah, it was really fun. I think I know I like a good origin story, and before we saw it, we watched the other. I think what was it?
We watched the 2005 Tim Story Fantastic Four.
And that one's cute. I like
are
that
fun.
one.
Those are fine.
But I feel like they really got all the characters right. They're all really interesting. I thought they all had good dynamics. I wouldn't say it was like totally a 5-star movie for me, but I did really enjoy it, and I thought it was fun, and I would see it again. I don't know. It was just a good time. I like that. Maybe you said this, that how like they make the plan and it doesn't work, so then they have to make another plan and then make another plan. Like it's not just like, oh, we have the plan and it worked. There's like some more interest to it. I don't know if you said that.
I don't think that was me, but I do agree with that. I mean, I think it's such a good family-centered story for sure, and especially on Sue, who's Vanessa Kirby's amazing.
She's really good.
She is perfect casting. And I think Joseph Quinn is.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny.
He's so
good.
fun.
I think he was a surprise, but a perfect cast for Johnny. He's without a doubt my favorite.
And I like Pedro Pascal and anything. He did such a
Pedro
nice
Pascal.
job. I think he hit that right point of like super smart, a little bit like neurodivergent energy. Like, I don't know. I think he just like hit it right on the head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also just pretty to look at. That's how you get people in a theater. You put him on the poster.
Why do you think so many people saw Wicked? It's for Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey.
There you go.
They can't even have him, but he'll be there.
Yeah, no, I think I like that movie a lot. It was good.
Yeah, that was my number 5.
All right, my number 5 is The Naked Gun, which if have any of you seen the original Naked Gun movies?
I know of it. I just haven't
I've
seen
seen the original Naked Gun.
Okay.
And it's very fun.
It's very funny. So if you're not familiar with these movies, the sort of conceit is it's a police story, but it's a comedy. And the original one starred Leslie Nielsen, who's in Airplane, and they take everything straight-faced literally. And this results in a lot of great visual gags, like there's a room with cold cases and they've got like blue smoke emanating out of it because it's cold, or like there's the famous line in Airplane where it's Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. That kind of thing. This movie stars Liam Neeson, who is the son of the Leslie Nielsen character, and it is the funniest comedy I've seen in so long. It is like, I haven't seen a comedy in a theater in a long time just because they don't make them, I feel like, anymore.
They really don't. It's
And
weird.
this one, just to give you an idea of the sort of absurdity of this movie, the opening gag is there's a bank heist going on, and the police are all like surrounding it. They've got their guns pointed at the door, and this little girl walks up to the door. She's got this giant lollipop. They're like, "No, little girl, don't go in." And then she goes inside the building, and the bank robber's like, "Hey, little girl, get on the ground. What are you looking for, little girl?" And then the little girl takes off her Mission Impossible mask, and it's Liam Neeson, and he goes,
Oh my God.
"You're and then there's this fight scene where Liam Neeson is wearing a schoolgirl outfit and he's just fighting these guys in the silliest visual way possible. He bites the gun, like the muzzle of a gun off of one guy's gun. He does a slap fight with one of the bank robbers. It's incredible. And if you open with that and you have that such faith in your material, it's so brilliantly funny. The dialogue's really sharp. I'm gonna forget her name, who is the co-star, and she's amazing. Pamela Anderson is really, really funny, and I think they're dating now, actually.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really good. Thunderbolts was almost there. Thunderbolts was really special to me, but The Naked Gun was so... I was laughing out loud consistently the entire movie. And I don't think that's happened for me in a recent comedy since, like, The Nice Guys, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
And I love The Nice Guys, so...
Yeah.
There really aren't any comedies anymore. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like people stopped going to see them, or if it's just like, oh, they just stopped making them, or what. But like, I don't know. It's just they just don't happen anymore. I think you get like, oh, this is a Christmas movie that's a comedy. You know, it's not just like this is a comedy movie.
Right. I think it's a long discussion, but I think you do have the sort of creep of the big long action movie that takes up so much time that it takes a theater a long time to show it, and they have to sign contracts that require them to show it a certain amount for so long, and that just pushes out smaller movies more than it otherwise would. They were probably still, I'm sure they're still making plenty of comedies, and like Adam Sandler has like had like a 10-picture deal with Netflix. Like he made a ton of movies, and they're
Yeah.
just all on Netflix, and no one's ever seen them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they still make them. They just don't come to theaters.
I don't really have anything to say about this year's Naked Gun, because I need to go see it still. But something to say about the original is that it should be noted that Leslie Nielsen's partner is played by O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, within the first 5 minutes of the movie, is knocked unconscious into a coma.
Yep.
And the film centers around Leslie Nielsen figuring out who's responsible and how to bring him down. And O.J. Simpson's wife comes into the room, and she's like, I don't understand why anyone would do this. My husband would never hurt anyone.
I forgot about that part. Okay, so they do actually talk about the fact that O.J. Simpson is in the original in this
Oh,
new movie.
great.
This is in the trailer. I don't feel bad about spoiling this. There's a scene where Liam Neeson gets down on his knees in front of a picture of his dad and is like, Daddy, I just want you to be proud of me. And he like starts talking to him, and then you see that like all the other cops are also there, also talking to their dads in this massive line. And then there's this guy who's a black guy, and he's looking up at a picture of O.J. Simpson, and he just goes, and then he looks at camera and goes,
Oh my gosh.
it's really funny. It's just such a small moment, but it's great.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, it's
It's so funny though, because like he didn't do it. My number 4, my number 4 for the year is Weapons. Is Weapons by Zach Kreger. It's a horror film from this year with a trailer so good, like that I think it puts most film trailers to shame. It's, I mean, simple premise is just that one night at 217, all the kids in this neighborhood from this one classroom walk out of their houses and disappear, and they're never seen again. And it's just figuring out why, and it deals with the need to go and, you know, the feeling that no one's trying to help you in those kinds of situations, and it's dealing with the emotional feelings of all the parents of like, why would they do this, explaining the unexplainable, dealing with the darkness that surrounds it. And then I'm leaving it intentionally vague because have you seen Weapons?
I have seen Weapons, yeah.
And you guys have not seen Weapons. It's very good, and I don't want to spoil anything. And basically anything past the halfway point is a big old spoiler. But the premise is just so strong, and it can go in so many different ways. I was so worried that I would leave it disappointed, but I did want to know what happened. And I was so pleasantly surprised. And it won me over more on the second viewing, too. But it's basically the directorial debut for Zach Kreger on his own, as he used to work with another person.
It's crazy that that's his first movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane to me.
Insanely tight filmmaking. It's so well boarded out. Every shot is so perfectly set. There's one shot towards the end of the first act of the film that is terrifying. It is this long held shot.
I know exactly what you're talking
what
about.
I'm talking about.
Oh, I was never-
Anyone who watches this that's seen Weapons knows the exact shot that I'm talking about. And I actually climbed up into my theater seat, like legs up, like a little kid, worried that somebody was going to grab my foot out from under the bottom of the chair. And that hasn't happened in a long time. And it was so refreshing to see a horror movie that was actually scary. And it didn't just rely on jump scares, although there are 2 or 3 pretty good ones in there.
They don't feel cheap.
The film also has a great sense of dark comedy, too.
Yes.
Which was a little off-putting to me the first time, but the second time around, it fully won me over. The back half of the film is really funny.
Yeah.
And so it's a really great tone. Perfect tone for a Resident Evil movie, which he is making now, which has me so excited. I would really like a good Resident Evil movie. If he can't do it, then should just stop trying. Although I do have a ton of respect for Paul W.S. Anderson for making 5 Resident Evil movies just to
6.
brag. 6? Jeez.
Yep.
6 Resident Evil movies just to brag about his cool hot wife.
Yep.
I think that is
basically what
kind of
happened.
That's awesome.
That's kind of baller.
Well, I think they met when they were making those movies, and then the franchise stops being about Resident Evil and it starts being a metaphor for their family, basically.
Aw.
And it's like, it's kind of sweet. It's like, why is this called Resident Evil? But it's
Yeah.
whatever.
To be fair, his wife, very attractive.
Very attractive.
Yeah.
Very attractive.
I get it.
Yeah, but no, it's just and there's a lot of really great performances. Josh Brolin is really fun. I love Josh Brolin in No Country for Old Men, and he kind of channels some of that here. The section of the film where it's just Josh Brolin kind of trying to figure out how he can find the kids and like mapping things out and talking to different people kind of just feels like the scenes of him basically prepping for any encounter with Anton Chigurh in No Country. And so No Country's my second favorite movie of all time. So like that whole part of the movie, I was so locked in. But he does a great job. Julia Garner is great. She's Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four.
Oh, nice.
And she's one of the best actresses in the business right now. And then Alden Ehrenreich, who I'm very glad is getting stuff still after Solo kind of put his career on halt for a second.
Was that him? Oh my gosh, I did not realize.
But he was just in Oppenheimer. He was great in that. And then he's really great in this, and I was very pleased to see him.
I loved him in Solo. I'm glad he's getting work.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then, and Benedict Wong was also fun in his short bit of the movie that he was in. And there is one performance I can't talk about. She is great.
Yes, she is.
She is incredible, and I won't say anything more about it. But Weapons is really good. It's one of the best horror movies of the last couple of years. It would be the best horror movie of this year if there was a movie I'm going to talk about later that is the best horror movie this year.
Okay.
But yeah, I really like Weapons.
Number 4, once again, not a movie that came out this year. It's Children of the Corn.
Ooh, good movie.
Stephen
good
King,
movie.
really great movie. I watched it, I think, January of this year. It's the 2020 remake of the original film. I've never seen the original. I probably should watch it though.
It's good. It's good. I haven't seen that one. But
Yeah, I watched it with my mom and one of my friends, my friend Amy. My mom is a huge Stephen King fan. She's probably seen like every Stephen King thing ever. There's one that I've seen. It's either a show, series, or a movie. I don't remember which. It was a very long time ago, but like we watched The Langoliers together.
Oh, okay.
And that was something that like every time I mention it, no one knows what the heck I'm talking about. But
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah, we watched this year. We watched Children of the Corn. Very good. I liked that one a lot. Again, it's Stephen King, so weird. He just, all the stuff he makes has like a little bit of a weird undertone. But no, it was really really good. Lots of murder, so very scary. I feel like at every turn, every time I thought I like was like, okay, yeah, no, I get it now. Like I know where this is going. I'd be like, nope. But yeah, I love Stephen King movies. So this one was I liked it a lot. So I was like, yeah, this one's gotta go on the list.
Yeah.
Our mom's a big Stephen King fan.
Oh yeah, she's read a ton of his books.
Yeah, my mom in college pretty much exclusively had her nose in a Stephen King book at all times. So I was raised with pretty much exclusively anytime a movie was on, it either was kids movie that she could just leave me alone with, or Stephen King.
My dad's the same way. Was a huge Stephen King guy, but has stopped in the I guess since college basically. But he's got a bunch of some of his older books, like the first 3 Dark Towers or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, those ones. I watched The Gunslinger like in junior high.
Oh, okay,
One
yeah.
of those. But yeah, my mom very big fan, so she was insistent that we watch Children of the Corn when I asked her to watch a scary movie with me.
There you go.
But very good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it.
Yep.
I haven't seen the remake. There are like 9 sequels to the original one.
Yeah. We just watched it was like the 2020 remake. So I think it's literally just a remake of like the very first
I think so.
one.
I remember hearing about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, really, really good. I liked it at least.
Nice.
Cool. Awesome.
My number 4 is Sinners. We watched that with our dad. It was very good. I think my thing with when it comes to picking out like what my favorite anything is, but more specifically, what my favorite movie is, I think about what do I want to rewatch the most? You know, what's the thing where I leave the theater and I go, I want to watch that again right now, like that kind of thing. So while I think Sinners was like the best movie that I saw this year, like overall, my favorite movie is something different because Sinners is not something that I'm just gonna be like, oh, I want to watch that right now. You know, it's one that I'm like, I'm gonna like hype myself up for this movie because it's a lot. You know, there's a lot going on, and it's also like I'm not a huge horror person. I'm not a huge, I don't know, it's not necessarily my genre, but it was still very, very good and very technically impressive. I didn't really know anything about it other than there's Michael B. Jordan and monster things in it, and I get to the scene where Smoke and Stack are passing a cigarette back and forth, and I'm looking at him and I'm going, which one of those is Michael B. Jordan? Which I know he's in this movie, but I can't tell. Am I racist because I can't tell which one is Michael B. Jordan? I was like, which one is that? And I think at one point you were like, oh yeah, that's those are both Michael B. Jordan. I was like, oh, oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, because they like looked the same, but they also looked different. I was so confused. I didn't know what was happening. Because like that scene where they're passing the cigarette back and forth looks perfect.
It's amazing.
There's not a single time where it's like, oh, those are two different actors doing the same thing or anything. And I was like, oh, okay. And then after Miles told me that, I immediately forgot about it again.
Yeah.
Because you just get lost in the characters.
It's amazing because I know it's two Michael B. Jordans, but at a certain point, I just every time I watch it, I forget that it's not just two different people. He plays two very convincing different characters.
Yeah.
And you just kind of get to it. It's easier too, just because they're just they're twin brothers. But both Smoke and Stack have such different personalities, and of course the red and blue outfits that make them look like Clue characters, which I really like. It makes me go haha. But it's not only is it such a great dual performance from him, but also it's just incredible direction and planning and visual effects work to make it pulled off. But what happens is you basically get two incredible performances from one actor.
Yeah, it was really impressive. And then I think also just like, on the note of just like I think representation in movies, I felt like all of the different types of people that they represented, it just felt so well done and so respectful, and just like there are certain things that you just don't typically see. Like I saw someone point it out, and I think I thought about it in the movie, but not necessarily like super consciously, more like subconsciously, of how Annie, the love interest of either Smoke or Stack, I can't remember which one is which, but like how like you don't really see love interests with Annie's body type, and I think like I don't know, it's just stuff like that. It's like it feels important to see if like there's somebody who doesn't look like the traditional, like doesn't look like how people cast movies in Hollywood, because Hollywood is just like there's this one type of person that we cast and that's it, and getting to see somebody different, even if they don't look exactly like you, you're like, thank you so much for making me feel like this person is beautiful and they're not looking like everyone else in Hollywood. And I just felt like that's so nice to see. Or I don't know. I don't know. I didn't. There's just a lot about it that I just appreciated, even if it's not like, oh my gosh, I want to rewatch that right now. It's just like, man, that was really, really good. You know. Yeah. That's my number 4.
Yeah. I have more to say about it.
Yeah, I figure I'm gonna cut myself out because you got a lot.
I do have more to say about it. I will have more to say about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can just cover some pieces.
Yes, exactly. My number 4 is Predator: Killer of Killers.
Oh.
Which is the animated exclusive to Netflix movie that was directed by, I'm going to forget his name, who also directed Badlands and Prey.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And also the Portal short film, if you've ever seen that on YouTube. It's like a fan film.
Oh,
Yeah,
that?
yeah, the one where the woman escapes the like cement room and runs across the rooftops, and there's like a glass wall at the end. Yeah, that's him. And I was Dan Trachtenberg. Dan Trachtenberg. This one I was not expecting anything from. I liked Prey. I thought it was fun, and I saw Badlands this year. I thought it was fun, and Killer of Killers was mind blowing. It is. I watch action movies occasionally. I'm not like a huge action person. I've seen a lot of action movies just because of the interests that I have. But this is one of those action movies where I was going, wow! Like, it was awesome. There were moments where I was like, that was sick! I was like rooting for different characters. The animation is gorgeous. If you're not familiar, it's 3 different time periods for the Predator. So you have him fighting Vikings, fighting ninjas, fighting a World War II pilot. And then there's sort of a crossover sort of thing at the end. And each time period makes use both of the different aesthetics really, really well, and makes use of the different weapons in really interesting ways. You can tell it's made by people who love a good fight scene and staged it really well. And it's so much fun. I mean, it's 90 minutes that fly by. Badlands is a lot of fun for different reasons, but it does not have even remotely as strong action. But that's also just because animation's a different medium.
Right, you can get so much more animation. And that's crazy to me because I've really loved the action in Badlands. And I mean, there's so much creative action in that movie, so I definitely want to see.
It does maintain that in Badlands, but without that restriction. You don't, because of the lack of physicality of all the characters, because they're all animated, you get a lot more, they get to play more. They get to play more. But yeah.
which is why making a live-action Invincible movie is dumb.
Are they doing that?
They're doing that.
No.
Have you seen the art style for that Invincible Versus game, the fighting game?
Yeah,
Perfect. Do that.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But there you go. But yeah, Killer of Killers. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. There's not like a lot going on thematically. You know, it's the big man kills the other big man.
Sometimes you just need a movie where people punch each other.
I mean, hey, I think The Raid 2 is one of the best movies of all time, and there's a 9-minute knife fight in that movie, and I have nothing to complain about. It's brilliant.
No, I like the first John Wick. I missed out on the hype on that. I watched that for the first time last year, and like activated my ape brain. No one told me that movie's visuals like are super good. So that movie just cooks with gas for like I think like 100 minutes.
Yeah.
and it's nonstop. And I was not aware that the action banged so hard in that movie, and so.
And the stunt work in that franchise is. Have you
Yeah.
seen the last one yet? The most recent
No,
one?
I've only seen the first one.
Okay, I won't tell you anything. There is a stunt in that movie that is like. It's impressive that it was done at all, and it also gets it starts as like, ooh, that hurts. Oh, this is really funny that it's going on so long. Ooh, that must really hurt. Ooh, this is really funny that this is going on this long. And it's like it's all in one take. It's one shot. And you're like, how are you doing this? That franchise is so creative, and I respect that immensely. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's number 4.
All right. Number 3. It feels wrong to put this at number 3. It's been wrestling with number 2. I just need to see this a second time, and it will 100% move up past second place. And it's one battle after another. I've only seen it the once. It's a very overwhelming watch. It is a giant movie in its scale and what it's saying, and I don't really have super much to say about it just because I need to see it again to really do it justice. But basically, just go see it. Paul Thomas Anderson is one of the best directors working right now. Arguably, he's the best director working right now.
He's up there.
And this is definitely in contention for movie of the year. It's 100% going to get Best Picture. It's a career best performance from DiCaprio. It is a great starting point for Chase Infinity. She is an incredible actress. She plays his daughter in the movie. Regina King is really great in the film. Tiana Taylor is amazing in the film, and Sean Penn is so deliciously horrible in the movie. He plays such a perfectly realized asshole and such a losery guy, but he's so losery that he's scary because he knows it deep down and he takes it out, and he has a position of power, and so he plays one of the scariest villains in a movie that I've seen in a while. There's also another really great villain performance from some guy who's a smaller performance, and he's actually played by a real-life ex-CIA agent who tortured people. So he's purposely planted in the film because of the nature of who he is in real life. And so, like, there's just all of these like really interesting casts done. Oh, and Benicio del Toro has a really fun performance that definitely lightens the film a lot. And he also plays a really good reflection off of Tiana Taylor's character. But it deals with a kind of like what could be a near distant future where there's a movement moving against the American government, and it's definitely talking a lot about immigration and people moving in and out of the country. It talks a lot about what's going on with immigration in the country and deportation. If you hate ICE, this is a really great movie for you. It shows how terrifying and how stupid the people involved in that are, and it really does an excellent job at portraying the people who are fighting against it, the people who are doing it what you might consider the right way, and people who are doing it the wrong way. And there's a lot of messy conflicts. There's a lot of characters who are all working for the same side, but they're all going about it different ways. And depending on who you are as a person, you might not agree. You might think some characters are fully in the right, and you might think that some of the other characters are criminals. And so it's a really interesting litmus test to see how people feel about what's going on in the real world. But at the soul of it is just a dad who would do anything for his daughter and is going to rescue her. And Leo gives such a great kind of schlubby dad performance, but the kind of dad who would do anything to go save his kid. And the music is incredible. It's still Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead who is composing all of the music for PTA's films. He's been doing it since There Will Be Blood. The score, there's a piece that goes for about 20 minutes straight. I don't think I've ever felt stressed out more in my life from a film score. And the direction's top-notch, and the film looks incredible. And it's just, there's so many great quotable lines from the movie and stuff I want to say, but I don't want to spoil anything because it is a movie that should absolutely be experienced. And it's one I definitely need to watch again before I could say anything else beyond kind of the surface level stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
I have not seen it yet. I was going to try and watch it last night, and I just did not have time. So it was the last thing on my list of movies I want to watch before this podcast, and it just didn't happen because it was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to watch K-pop Demon Hunter, didn't have the time.
I also haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen the majority of it. It happens when there's toddlers. Yeah.
That's the only time I've seen it.
I've
Was in a room with toddlers. Yeah.
45 minutes of it. That's what happens when you have an annoying coworker.
Yeah, if you have children at your house multiple days a week and they're this tall, you'll probably watch it multiple times. Yeah. I had to try going on a like a road trip for 2 hours. I think I might know Golden better than any of my favorite songs. Play it again! Play it again!
I'm gonna give you a copyright claim.
Yeah, and the best part is you have to pretend to like it. Even if plays 60, plays 60, you have to, you have to jam, otherwise they get upset.
I don't know any of the words.
Do they get upset if you're just like,
Yeah, like if you're not dancing, like my niece will be in the backseat going, Ia, dance!
Dance, monkey, dance!
Like I am the jester in the front seat.
just having like,
I'm like, yeah,
Sing the Sasha Boys song, peasant.
sing soda pop.
I can't feel my arms anymore.
Yeah.
If I sing soda pop one more time, my head's gonna pop.
I'll be honest, part of why I haven't seen it is out of resentment for my coworker. It's a very Reddit-coded movie to me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's appealing for, I don't know. It's mass appealing, which is great, but it's also mass appealing.
There's something about like when a movie is loved by 90% of the population, it makes me not want to watch it. I'm like, oh, you all love it? Nah.
right, it's like, okay, how generic is it to make everyone love it?
Yeah.
What is it called? It's like the 4-quadrant movie?
Yeah.
Like everyone loves Wicked, and I love Wicked myself, so I went and saw it because I was like, it's gonna be good, it's Wicked. But like, had I not had base knowledge pre the movies coming out, I probably would have never went and seen it because everyone was like, Wicked. Like whenever a movie is so popular, I'm like, I can't. Everyone's talking about it. I can't be with the crowd.
And there's so much pressure, then it's like, well, now I have to like it.
And whenever if I watch it and I like it, I'm be like, I like the same movie as my cringe coworker.
Right.
Right, it's like, I
exactly.
don't want to have the same taste.
Hey,
as
broken
you,
clock.
man.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your next movie, Lee?
My next movie is, I don't even know when this one came out, but this is a movie called Irreplaceable You. I saw it technically for a second time, but it had been probably since like 2016, something like a really long time ago since I had seen it for the first time. And I rewatched it with my mom this year. This one's a really special one to me. The first time I ever had seen it was with my grandma. We bawled our eyes out. And again, when I watched it then this year, probably around February, around like the anniversary of my grandma's death, we bawled our eyes out, me and my mother. It is a really great movie. It's like it's a love story between these like childhood sweethearts, like this guy who met his fiance when they were like children, and they've like been in love their whole lives. And they like find out like that they think his like wife or like fiance is like pregnant, but they like go to like a scan and find out like she has cancer. And so like it's like this whole story of like their journey and like the fights and like the fighting cancer, but also like them fighting. And so you just like go on this like journey, and there's like so many twists and turns, and you're like, ugh. And it's like a couple hours of just me and my mom being like, did we run out of toilet paper to wipe our eyes with? We already used the tissues. Like, it is just like, it's if you want to cry, if you have clogged tear ducts, watch this movie. It is so good. And there's just like it's a Netflix movie, so like, is it like the world's greatest quality that you've ever seen? No. I love the worst movies ever. Thank you. but it's good. Like it's just like it's one of those ones that I just cry to every time. Like it's just I cuddle with my pillow, and God, I like look like a 45-year-old woman when I watch it. I'm like, oh my God. Like that's me, and I love it. It's like, oh, and this is never bad.
Sounds like it's really special though.
Yeah, it really is. It's one of those like, it's sentimental, but it's also just good. So it's like, I was so excited to rewatch it, and it was good, just like I expected it to be. But it's, you have to watch it. It's good.
I once cried for 30 minutes after watching Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man?
Yeah.
That movie, really? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I cried for 30 minutes straight. I was deathly sick, like the sickest I've ever been in my life, and something about that movie hit me. I was also called worthless over the phone, like 10 minutes before the movie ended, and so that might have also factored into it. Izzy, what's your third movie? You know who it was.
So sorry.
Oh
My
I'm
third
also so sorry.
my third movie is Thunderbolts. I liked Thunderbolts. It was good. It was good. I don't know. I liked how well it dealt with depression as a subject matter, as such a strong focus. I think that Bob and Yelena just make so much sense, like together, like just like their dynamic and like how it's talked about and how it's broached and what's
What is happening?
I think I'm getting the I'm sorry for you eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolts.
Can you believe I liked Thunderbolt?
Oh my gosh.
It spoke to me on some
Oh
level.
my gosh.
I think it's just such a special movie with its themes and everything. I think the way how all of the characters just care about each other, especially at the end when they're all trying to help Bob, and specifically the scene near the end where they all hug him is just so sweet and so
cried.
powerful.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
so good.
Every time.
I
And I think, well, it's just like I know it's very obvious visual representation with all the shadow stuff and everything, but like how he's trying to like fight himself. He's fighting his depression, and what he needs is to like you need to have people who are there to support you, and it's not fighting it isn't necessarily the answer. And I think that can be relatable for so many mental health struggles. It's not like you can't really fight it, you can't defeat it. It's never going to permanently go away. You can't just keep like beating yourself up for it. Like you have to work with it, and you have to ask for help. Those are like the two big things. It's like you're just going to be different, and you're gonna have to work with it and ask for help. Like that's such a big thing, and I feel like it's so very very good. I
Yeah, it's
loved
like
it.
learning how to live with.
Yeah.
Live with rather than
This.
fight it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do like that. Like, as an antithesis to most Marvel movies, where like they always end in like
It's a big fight.
it's a big. You gotta punch the big guy a couple times. It's just it ends with a hug.
Yeah. I do remember being in the theater going, "Oh, come on, we're really having them beat it up. That just ruins the metaphor." And the thing that made me cry about that scene is when, first of all, when she hugs him, I was tearing up already. But it's the fact that she hugs him and she doesn't stop him from hitting himself.
Oh
It's, I'm going to allow this is something that you want to do right now. And I'm here to tell you don't need to do that, but I'm not going to make you do it because I know that doesn't heal you. And I was like,
Not good.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Beautiful movie. Beautiful.
Really,
movie.
really good. Hey, what's your number 3?
Yeah.
My number 3 is Sinners.
Oh yeah.
I really like Sinners. I was, I heard what everyone said was good about it, and I was like, sure, I'll watch this. I love Ryan Coogler. I've seen Creed. I've seen all the Black Panthers and so forth. I like his movies. I haven't seen his feature debut, but I've seen all of his other stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's visually spectacular. What everyone's already said. The performances are incredible. The scene in the middle of if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to say it. The scene is one of the gutsiest choices I've seen in a big budget movie like that,
so good.
where it should not work and it does work.
Yeah. It's so funny. I saw it with my dad, and the scene you're talking about, it didn't work for him. And when I talked with him about it, he thought about it again. And when we watched it the second time, he's like, yeah, that's like the best scene in this movie.
Yeah, yeah, it's brilliant. It's a wonderful story about being an artist, about being in that kind of community, finding your space, finding your people.
Yeah. It deals with religion in such an interesting way too.
Yes, yeah, in a way that, and also the as someone who's a fan of Irish music, when they sing that song, I was like, I know that song, but that sort of cultural contrast, because it is I don't remember who said this, but I think we were talking earlier of like, it's not like he's racist towards them, it's just that he wants to, in any overt way, he is kind of being a racist towards them, but it's not in a like, I'm going to say the N-word at you and I'm going to try and kill you. It's I want your culture. I want I want to commodify your experiences.
A little bit Get Out. It reminds me of slightly in that way. Or am I thinking of something else?
You might be thinking of something else. I think it deals with it deals with the concept of racial erasure in the way that Get Out does. Although Get Out does that in a more physical way, in a body horror-esque way.
I think that's
terrifying.
what I'm thinking of, like how it's like that we want to take you and
We're not talking about Get Out, but Get Out is maybe like the sickest I've ever felt while watching a movie, just because of like when I figured out what they were gonna do with it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's such a nasty
I
concept.
think I joined you for that movie like 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
It was weird.
You missed the lightest part of that
I
movie.
know. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
You missed like the little bit of levity.
And the
there
lightest
is.
part involves them running over an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I love Sinners. Sinners is great. I love that scene at the very end where it's him as an old man.
Oh yeah.
Getting a real blues musician buddy guy as well.
Yeah.
Which my dad, huge jazz and blues guy, immediately knew who it was. So like for anyone who like watch a Marvel movie and see an obscure superhero, it was like
Right.
that for him. It'd be like, whoa!
That's awesome. No, but I love that it's, him getting to make his own music, and it's, I'm not gonna be bought. I'm not gonna be turned. I'm just gonna be me. And I also love that little bit where he says that up until things started going wrong, that was the best night of my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, okay, yeah. It's just a great movie. It's really, really good. And I'll watch anything Ryan Coogler makes at this point. Creed is so special to me.
I'm so glad he kept his DP from Wakanda Forever. I hope they work on every film they make together.
That as a movie, that was rough. But I don't blame him for that. I mean, that's not really his fault,
It's funny because I think Wakanda Forever is way stronger than the first Black Panther.
I do not agree with that.
That's interesting.
No, I think
We should have a fourth podcast where we fist fight.
No. First and only podcast. We've never had another episode.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the first and only episode of our long-running podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never been here before.
What year is it?
Yeah.
I don't know any of your names.
I was born yesterday.
Who are you guys again?
Tiles?
Cement.
Cement.
Earlier today, I was referring to you and I called you Ian to Leah.
Ian?
Yeah. I was like, I think Ian. I don't know. Who are you?
Somewhere.
That guy with hair.
I've heard Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan.
You're good. It happens.
Go back to Resident Evil Village, Ethan.
I need you to know, this is not important. I need you to know that I do this thing. There's this video SES2 I referenced in our not last episode because we don't have other episodes. Noah Gervais, who had the quote about Blair Witch that I read, he does long-form video game retrospectives on franchises, and I will pick a video of his to hyperfixate on, and I will just play every single game that he talks about within one of those videos.
Nice.
And there are 18 Resident Evil games in the video that he made about them, and I am on number 16.
Not playing all 29?
No, I'm not going to play the Umbrella Chronicles. You're not going to make me do that. And not all the, I'm playing all the canon ones, and even some of the ones he left out as well, but I'm playing 2 currently because one's a co-op game I'm playing with a friend, and then I've got 3 single-player ones left before 9 comes out. So, yes, I will go back to Resident Evil Village at some point. I really like that game.
Oh man.
I haven't seen any of the movies, though, that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I bought some of them on DVD to watch, but I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, that's so real.
What
Your number
is
2?
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2 is Superman. Superman was by far the
Superman.
movie I was the most hyped for this year. It's also the movie that I had the most hope riding on for. I kept telling myself, don't get excited about it. Don't get excited about it. You'll be disappointed. there's no reason I should have been worried. You know, it's James Gunn making a Superman movie, like but I had so many worries. I think it's also because I'm in the minority of people that thinks that the Suicide Squad is fine. I think it's fine. I don't think it's it's a 7 out of 10 for me.
Really?
Yeah,
I watched it. Did you not like it?
That's like a 10 out of 10 for me. I love that movie.
Oh, are you saying that most people love it and you just
most people
like
love it. I don't dislike it. I just think it's all right.
Interesting.
I just think it's all right.
I don't remember what I
Yeah.
thought of it. I
We'll
think
talk
it's
about
good.
it later.
Interesting.
We'll talk about it later.
Our Wakanda Forever Suicide Squad podcast coming.
We're gonna make a
Wakanda
boxing ring.
Suicide
Yes,
coming to
babe.
you soon. Superman blew my expectations out of the water. I had no idea really what to expect. It went for something completely different, and I really loved it. I was worried with them adapting, seemingly like going straight for All-Star Superman. That cover art of All-Star Superman being used as the poster for the movie for like a year was very concerning to me. That's a book about the end of Superman's life. Why are we doing that first? But I understood more taking visual elements from it and taking emotional elements from that book and adding that to a different story and kind of countering it to the beginning of Superman's career. It's a very out there idea, and I really enjoyed it. And a lot of the movie rides on David Cornswood as Superman, and he's so wonderful. He's so goofy and charming, and like he's such a dork. And he's not cool at all, and it's great.
But it makes him cool.
It makes him cool, and he's so sweet. There's so many things in the movie that don't really need to be there. He doesn't have to save the squirrel from getting crushed to death, but he does, and it's endearing. He makes sure that the dog who stupidly went under the giant kaiju's foot doesn't get crushed. He saves every person he can. He goes out of his way. He'll let a building get demolished if it means he saves the 3 people inside of it. It's just all these little things, and people say like it wasn't necessary. It's pandering, but I think it was necessary. You needed to pander after.
Because that's who he is.
Because Man of Steel is like the movie equivalent of the Joe Biden quote. It was 15 9/11s at once. Because you watch the last 30 minutes of
Is
it.
that a real Joe Biden quote?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yes, it
upsetting.
is.
That's upsetting.
He said
What are you doing?
He said the attack on Israel was like 15 9/11s at once.
Oh my gosh.
And so, but the end of Man of
Okay.
Steel, the end of Man of Steel is like that. It's a 30-minute Dragon Ball Z fight scene, and there's no Superman. The most famous thing from that, or infamous thing, is Superman just hops over the gas truck that gets thrown into a building, and you see people in the building as it gets thrown there, and it
Yep.
blows them up.
Just lets them die.
Superman does not care. And so it's very refreshing to see Superman who cares so much to the point that he's really overworking himself, and it plays into the narrative. He has to realize he can't save everybody. And the scenes when he can't save people are heartbreaking. There's a scene in the movie where he can't save somebody. It's completely out of his power. And it's so soul crushing. And so the emphasis put on Superman's morality and how he wants to save people and how he acts as a hero and how he acts as a hero comparatively to the other superheroes in the movie is so good. I was worried about putting 3 other superheroes in the movie with Superman right out the gate. Like I was worried it was going to be like an Iron Man 2, let's start the universe now, let's get everybody in there.
Batman versus Superman again.
Yeah. But instead, showing superheroes who've been kind of put into the corporate world and are a little more focused on their image, and having them bettered by Superman, who is solely just a force for nature, a force of nature, and it's so nice to see. And I love the little arc of Mr. Terrific, almost becoming less of the intelligent superhero and more of the caring superhero. And it's very fun. And Eddie Gathegi is so good as Mr. Terrific.
He is.
And everybody's performance is great. Rachel Brosnahan is such a great Lois Lane.
Oh, she's so good.
She's the best performance in the movie, I think.
Like I love Christopher.
They're also. I think
Everyone's
the main
great.
3 are really
Actually,
good.
Lex Luthor's right there. But
I love Christopher Reeve and I love Margot Kidder, but my goodness, David and Rachel are so good. It probably helps that there's something weird going on with them in real life.
There's not anything weird with them in real life, but it feels like
they have such good like marketing chemistry that it makes me concerned for their spouses.
Yes, they're so good. Oh my gosh, they're so comfortable with each other, and they're just like, it's
They're
like,
so comfortable, it makes me uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
save room for Jesus.
when we were watching that scene in the theater and they start making out or whatever, I was like, oh my gosh.
I was like,
I was like,
it's
this
so
is a-
funny.
this is a family
if you
movie.
watch if you watch Raimi Spider-Man, I like or like Keaton Batman, those movies are really sexy.
Yeah.
They really don't mind like letting you sit in on two characters making out or
Yeah.
two characters
or
with
Michelle
really
Pfeiffer's
good,
like entire
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, Batman Returns is just horny. Go to horny jail, Tim Burton.
Yeah.
But like
He'd never have made a movie if he was in
But
horny
like
jail.
Raimi's, there's so much sauce in every kiss in the Raimi Spider-Man movies. So the MCU sanitized Disney-approved kisses, they feel like there's a little less weight behind them. And so seeing like two characters who actually are like in the fun early honeymoon phase of their relationship, it really sells it.
Yep.
And so then it makes like the fact like their first real fight, it feels like there's a lot more weight. You watch like the honeymoon phase, very touchy kind of part of the relationship, and then they have a really uncomfortable fight that made me want to leave the room, like I was watching my family members fight or something. But so many great little character moments. Nicholas Hoult should honestly get a supporting actor nom for Lex Luthor. I love that he gets so mad that he cries. He's such a
Such a
loser.
baby.
He is such a beautiful loser in
He's
this.
so
I
lame.
can't wait to see
He's
him
such
get
an
the
incel.
stupid,
I
dumb
love it.
green and purple power mech suit. It's gonna be great. I really want him to wear the purple cloth and green gloves suit from the Super Friends TV show and become best friends with the Joker. I want goofy Lex Luthor forever.
He's great.
I love when I was a kid. We had the DVD of the World's Finest crossover between the Batman animated series and Superman animated
Oh,
series,
yeah.
and the scene with Lex and Joker in the back of the limo is so brilliant. Where Lex is like, "You've spent all those years trying to kill a mere mortal while you're claiming that you're going to be able to kill Superman," and then Joker grabs him by the lapels and goes, "There's nothing mere about that mortal."
Don't talk about my boyfriend that way.
little bit. Oh. But yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Have you seen Peacemaker season 2?
Yes.
Spoilers for Peacemaker season 2. Lex Luthor shows up for a little
cool.
bit, and he is so natural in that slightly more adult. You know, him getting to swear a little more, be a little bit more just over it because he lost and he's not happy about it.
Yeah.
And even it's just one scene, but he's even incredible in that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, love that.
But yeah, Superman's really good. I could talk about it forever. There's so many great little things in it. And it's probably, if the Batman didn't come out this year, it'd be my favorite superhero movie of the decade.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Batman didn't come out this day.
The Batman came out this decade.
Yeah. Okay. Never.
You said this year.
Yeah, you just said Batman came out this year.
If,
Sorry.
yes, if the Batman didn't come out in 2022, Superman would be my favorite of the decade. But the Batman is like maybe the best comic book movie ever made. So
Another fight.
I don't agree with that.
They're fighting.
what's your answer?
Road to Perdition.
Well, that's not. That's
Graphic
a,
novel
That's a
pub-
real movie.
Graphic novel published by DC Comics. That's a real thing.
Okay, the Batman's the best superhero adaptation.
I also don't agree with that.
But
That's okay.
what's your answer, Ethan?
It's either Superman's up there, Into the Spider-Verse probably.
I guess.
Spider-Verse is really good.
I guess.
I'm gonna go kick rocks. Leo, what's your second favorite movie?
Lord of the Rings
Hey.
is whimsical and
It's
green.
fun.
Green.
It's okay. I don't know if that makes sense to everyone, but it's like green coated. I look at it and I go green,
Yeah. It's
and
so
I love
pretty.
green. It's such a pretty movie,
It's so
and it's like, how can you not like? You said it's like very D&D, like it just is. It just is, and I love it.
Are you talking about Fellowship exclusively?
Yeah, that is exclusively that one. I do like just the whole trilogy in general, but I think exclusively Fellowship is kind of my favorite of the three. It's just so green. It's so pretty
so
to look
good.
at.
It's such a good movie. I mean, there's
And
so
it's just
many.
a good.
yeah.
It's a good story.
It's a good story. There's great characters. Sam and Frodo should have ended up together.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
Speaking of
It's
sexual
worse
tension.
in the book. It's worse in the book. It's like reading Toxic Yaoi. It's like you read like there's like 10 pages on Mount Doom, and it's like reading like like softcore.
Oh my gosh.
The way he describes their friendship.
I don't know, man. I think when I watched it, like really, really watched it for the first time, like when I was watching, I was like, man, I don't want to take like a sweet male friendship and make it anything else, but also, oh my gosh.
I know they could be just friends. They're not, but they could be.
Yeah.
It feels like.
There's straight up a line in the book where it's like the narrator is like, Sam knew he had to get Frodo to the top of the mountain. He knew that he had to come home. He had to bring Frodo home. Sam could envision like his life with Rosie at Bag End, but he knew it would be completely worthless if Frodo wasn't there beside him.
Okay, real quick.
They love each other.
I am a big fan of that whole shipping situation. I do have to say, devil's advocate, but I actually do think this. A lot of Tolkien, what he's doing in those scenes is he's referencing Arthurian romantic poetry. And the way those knights talk to each other is very similar to that. It's
Okay.
very like, bold declarations of love. It's a lot of, that kind of high drama. So when they're talking about that, it is meant to be representative of a platonic friendship, but heightened to dramatic degrees. Now, that being said, to a modern audience, it does not play that way. So
Yeah.
that's devil's advocate. That is what he's going for. That is why it sounds like that. However, I am aware that that's not how it comes off.
What if the knights were gay?
They probably were. I mean, come on. The whole
Historians will see like a book and it'll be like, and I loved you so much. Like,
And then they
were
kiss.
friends.
And
And they were
good
just friends.
Right.
They were
lived
just
together.
friends.
I can't
and
wait
they
to go
lived
home
together
and
for
kiss
red
you. They were
purposes.
buddies. They just did
And they
that.
had one bed for red purposes.
It was cheaper that way.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Unless one of them died, then they can be gay. Someone get the fridge.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, you have probably more to talk about Florida Rings.
No, I can be done.
How's your
hijacked
blanket,
it.
Leah?
We're almost done. You
Yeah.
guys missed it when I said Madam Moore. We'll flip it around. We did for my last one because I did finish a row earlier. We're getting close to another one though. I keep dropping the ball.
See, this is
okay.
great. This is great. If you can zoom in on YouTube now. So if anyone, you can listen to the podcast and you can just zoom in on you.
Let's see how.
You can hyperfixate
can
on
just-
how bad I am
yeah,
at crocheting.
it's
I
like
think they're
watching-
really good. They're
Yeah,
very
knitting
even.
time
It's really good.
Look how even these are. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like it's very impressive.
Thanks, guys.
That's great.
What's your second favorite movie, Ibby?
Superman. I like Superman so much. It was so good. Oh my gosh. I like a movie that likes being a movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, when's the last time that you got a superhero movie that really, really liked being a superhero movie? And I don't just mean like a story about the superhero, just like it likes being a comic book. It loves it. It loves being a comic book movie so much, and it's so genuine. It's so genuine and means every word. It's not ironic. I feel like everything's ironic now. There's irony on top of irony on top of irony. There's too many hats on too many hats, and the movie it loves being Superman, and Superman loves being Superman, and he's so nice. And Lex Luthor is such a baby, and Lois Lane is so
Him
cool.
knocking over the cup to make them pick it up again is so perfect.
Crypto is so
Crypto's so fun. They did a good. He had like the right amount of screen time. I like.
He just looks real.
I love as somebody who does not swear almost ever. I love Superman just being like, oh golly, like
Yes.
all of his
It's so perfect.
Midwestern swears, just being like, gosh darn it,
Yeah.
with the hey dude, like
With the
it's-
hey dude
it's
was
so
perfect.
Cute. I love it. And then like his parents, I feel like the typical Ma and Pa can are just like your regular old Kansas farmers, and these are being like a different version of that. I really like their take on it. Just
Yeah.
like we don't know how to use the smartphone kind of parents. It's very cute and so sweet. And like Clark's conversation with his dad was so nice.
yeah.
It's just a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, I just like it's a feel good movie. It's a well written movie. It's funny, like it's got all the good stuff in it, and I don't know. I feel like if you watch, I know so many people compare them, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Like if you watch Man of Steel, it doesn't feel like it wants to be Superman. It feels like it wants to be like a superhero, but it doesn't really want to be Superman. It doesn't really want to be a comic book movie. It's just like, this is the thing that we chose as our vehicle for it, and I feel like Superman is like, this is a Superman movie, and he's gonna have the red shorts and the bright colors and the swoopy curl, and I don't know, everybody's gonna look how they're supposed to look, and it feels very nice. I don't know. Yeah, so that's mine. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is a little movie called The Life of Chuck.
I
Which
don't know that.
I was happy. Now, here's the thing, little caveat, is that this movie kind of didn't come out this year. It came out in 2024, but it came out and released exclusively to like festivals, and only came out in theaters this year.
I think you should be allowed to count this one, saying as I think none of my movies so far have come out this year.
I feel okay about it. This movie is directed by Mike Flanagan, who you're probably familiar with from Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, a bunch of great Netflix horror miniseries. He also did Oculus, really good horror movie. What you call it?
He made the VR headset?
No, he made that creepy mirror movie with Karen Gillan. And
So he did make Job Simulator.
he did make Job Simulator. And he also made Doctor Sleep, the sequel to the Shining movie, which was also very good.
And he's writing Clayface.
And he's writing Clayface, and he's making a Carrie miniseries for Amazon,
Right.
which I'm hearing very good things about. And I've liked almost everything he's made, so I'm sold. So Life of Chuck is a movie I can't really tell you a lot about without spoiling it. It's about a guy named Chuck, and it's his life told in 3 acts. And the acts are told backwards, Act 3, Act 2, Act 1. And you get him in different phases of his life. Tom Hiddleston plays middle-aged Chuck. And you have Jacob Tremblay, who is in... oh gosh, he's Percy Jackson right now.
Oh, cool.
And he was in the
he's
Adam
good.
Project. He's very good. He plays young Chuck. There's a just murderer's row of incredible character actors in this movie. There's Casey Kasem's in this movie. Chiwetel Ejiofor's in this movie. Mark Hamill's in this movie. Kieran Gillen's in this movie. Rahul Kohli's in this movie. There's so many really, really talented folks in this movie. It's visually spectacular. And talking a little bit sort of about Superman, one of the movies that almost made it on my list but didn't quite was Frankenstein. And that movie didn't work for me because the ending is a little bit more saccharine, a little bit more sappy than I think the movie earned. This movie is sappy, knows it, and goes 110% in that direction. And for that reason, completely worked for me. You were talking a minute ago about movie that made you like cry every time you see
Yeah.
it. This movie, there's a bit in the middle of this movie that I do not want to say anything about because I want you to see it, where this movie also makes relative, not liberal, I was going to say liberal use, but it has infrequent use of narration. A scene is punctuated by narration in such a way that I cried in a way that I don't think I've cried at a movie in a very long time, where it wasn't so much a like, oh, that's really sad. It was a, oh, I feel the weight of human experience. And it was like being punched in the gut, like up through my chest. It was a very unusual feeling of like, oh, wow, I feel seen holistically, and that's hard. It's a beautiful movie. It was very moving. Everyone's amazing in it. It's also based on a Stephen King novel, and I've not read the book, but now I want to. But it's a beautiful movie, gorgeous to look at, beautiful. I can't say enough good about it. I don't know if it still is, but when I rented it on Amazon Prime, it was like $2.50 because there was a Black Friday deal. So if you want to watch it, I really recommend it. Nice. So, but yes. Anyway, I won't say more because if I do, I will spoil things.
Honorable mentions time? Honorable mentions.
Indeed.
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions for me include Begonia. Honestly, could have been in the top 5 if.
Thunderbolts.
Oh no! If Luca Guadagnino, or no, it's not Luca. I know who the name of the director of this movie is.
Greek guy, Yorgos Lanthimos.
Sorry. Begonia could have been in the top 5. Yorgos Lanthimos could remove his head from his own. The movie should have ended about 15 minutes before it actually does, and it chooses to pretend like its audience was stupid and didn't understand anything that happened in it. But Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons are both great in it. It's worth a watch. Turn it off at a specific point. Text me and ask me when to stop it.
Miles' number is now playing at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it's down there. Please put Please put,
Also his Venmo
please put
information.
911 down there. And then other honorable mentions include Predator Badlands was just a fun time at the movies. Really couldn't complain with that one. It was just a good time. Companions, one of the best horror movies of the last couple of years. If it didn't have some just typical modern movie things I don't like about it, I think it could have been more in contention for the spot at number 5. And then also Fantastic Four was very fun. I am of the firm belief, though, that the first half is perfect, doesn't need to be changed, but it's clear that the second half had a ton of stuff cut out of it. So
That was one of the things
Sure.
about
it
it. where
really
was like,
does dampen the experience.
It could
for
have
me.
used like I don't know, like a couple, like 10 more minutes of stuff. I felt like it was
Also,
missing stuff.
Really, like a Marvel movie that really suffers from the fact that most IMAX movies don't get proper releases and are just suffering in a smaller size. Watched it in a regular theater, and Galactus felt incredibly small. I watched it in IMAX and thought, this movie looks incredible. Every movie's better in IMAX, though, so
True.
that's just kind of a given. But, like, I got Sinners on Blu-ray. That looks great. The IMAX ratio is perfectly on there, so it is possible.
Yeah. Also, going back to Sinners, it looked so good. It looked kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what Blu-ray you got or something, but it was in so much detail that I was like, this is kind of uncomfortable. It looked really good. I don't know. It was like too good.
How dare you look good.
Like it was like, oh, that feels like too realistic looking. I don't know.
And F1, total dad movie. I loved it. Is it Cars but in live action? Yeah.
Is it just Cars 3?
and that's all I want in life.
My thing is,
Just
one of your
give me
favorite
Cars
movies is
50 more
Cars is
times.
great. We're Cars people. We like the Cars.
On a scale of 1 to Ford v Ferrari, how dad is it?
It's not as good as Ford v Ferrari.
well,
on
are
a
you
scale of
talking
1
about
to
good
dad?
or but
One to dad. One to
Like how
dad.
dad is.
On
it.
a scale of 1 to grill.
I think it's more dad than Ford v Ferrari.
You think it's more? Oh, I need to say
It's like a hi hungry. How are you? Like what is it?
On a scale of
Yeah.
1 to grilling on 4th of July.
Watching that, but turns out when you get the guy who made Top Gun Maverick to make a racing movie, it bangs so hard. And Brad Pitt's one of the best actors to ever live, so I really like it. You made a face.
No, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
And add it to the list.
I don't like that he hits women either, but he's a really good actor.
I knew that, but that wasn't. I was like best actor of all time. Okay, interesting.
Not the best actor.
One of the best.
One of.
Still interesting to me.
Yeah.
I
Look, if you can look. This is just for the fact, if you can make yourself look hot in a red leather jacket somehow, that's impressive.
all right.
Red leather jackets are such an eyesore. No, almost no one can pull it off. And Brad Pitt. I'm just telling
Hey,
you
look,
guys. I'm just telling you guys uncomfortable things about how I feel about how Tyler Durden looks.
Is Brad Pitt a good-looking man? Yes, he is.
And
But yeah,
yeah, and you know what? The Minecraft movie, not good, not good at all. Terrible, actually.
honorable
but
mention.
I had a great time in the theater. My theater gave the chicken jockey scene a standing ovation. It was a jam-packed theater. We all stood up and screamed "chicken jockey" on cue, like the robot sheep slop
Chicken
eating
jockey.
people we are, and it was wonderful.
Oh,
I've
it's an
never felt prouder to be a American in my life. So
it's a
put the
Swedish
Minecraft
video
movie
game.
in there.
It's
Yeah.
a Swedish video game. You've never been prouder.
Have you heard the music? It's emotional.
It's true.
Leah, what's your honorable mention?
My honorable mentions goes to movies that aren't even movies. If you've ever scrolled on TikTok, what camera do I want to pick? If you've ever scrolled on TikTok and gotten an ad for something that feels like an assault to your psyche, and it's just like knockoff movies and they all have the same plot, and you look at it and you go, these people shouldn't be on screen acting. Those. I want to thank you for entertaining me all year long. I think I watched 100 of those, and I think my screen time average went up by 100%. Thank you. I can now quote the plot of probably any of them that I get on my screen. When I'm scrolling through TikTok and I get an ad for one, I can probably tell you the plot of them. Word for word. And I know every actor to ever be in one.
On all these vertical
by name,
movies.
On all these vertical movies. And if you ever want to know what's Leah doing in her bed right now while she's alone and no one's there to talk to her, I'm watching them. I'm watching them.
Why is that a threat?
Thank
I'm
you.
watching them.
That's my
Yeah.
honorable mention.
You can
Thank you.
shout out Now Movies and/or Season 2. Best season of television.
Oh
of
my
all
gosh, it
time.
was so good. It was so good.
Izzy?
Oh, honorable mentions for me. I watched movies that didn't come out this year, but I did watch for the first time. I watched The Social Network. That was very good. I watched Duel by Steven Spielberg. It's a movie about a truck who really hates this guy, and it's cool. It's fun. I don't know. It was neat.
I need to see Duel, apparently.
It's about a truck, and he really hates the guy. That sounds like a joke. That's the whole movie.
It's amazing.
It's a guy gets on the road and he like goes around a truck and the truck is so mad he tries to kill him for the rest of the movie. It's interesting.
That's beautiful.
I watched The Sixth Sense for the first time. That was a good movie. I guessed the twist halfway through when the little kid says the line, and I was like, oh, okay, so the twist is this, because the twist of the movie is like, classic twists like the twist of The Sixth Sense, and it's like, okay, then that felt obvious. But it was very good. I think I would have liked it more if I didn't guess the twist, but it was very good. Gotta shout out my girl, The Happening. I love you, boo. Oh my god. That movie's my favorite. That movie's so good. I love The Happening so much.
Wow.
It's so terrible.
Just need a DVD copy of that and a superful bottle of cough syrup. Make it a great night.
Costs like $6.
Made by a conspicuously attractive pharmacist.
I'd like to shout out the Twilight Saga. I've already seen those movies.
Twilight?
Yes, I've already seen those movies, but my dad and I watched all 5 together on rainy days, and it was a great father-daughter bonding time. And they
That's
were all
actually
3 out of
sweet.
5. Huh?
That's really sweet, actually.
It is. It's very sweet. It was a good
It was
time
really
to
funny
watch.
coming home from work every night and being like, oh, they're watching Twilight again.
And it was fun. Like those movies, they've got a lot going for them, a lot not going for them. There's things that like I don't like. They're just weird. Like I like how one of the vampires used to be a Confederate soldier, and they never really talk about why that was problematic.
Nope.
I like
He's
how
got lightning powers, right? Or is that a different guy?
I think he's just really strong. I can't remember.
One
I
of
don't
them has
know.
lightning powers. At some point, one of them. has
Maybe
lightning-
I don't think that's him.
Sound right.
I think it's a girl.
I'm
who
not
has
making
lightning
that up.
powers.
That's a real thing.
I
right?
don't know. But I love that. I love how the editing in the first movie is really shaky. I love how my dad pointed out that Bella's mom is dating a minor league baseball player, and my dad, who loves baseball, was like, hey, minor league baseball players kind of age out at around 25, so that means Bella's mom is dating like a 25-year-old. So that's 3 counts of grooming in these movies. The movies are so great. And then last but not least, I'd like to give a shout out to the Minecraft movie. You gave me food poisoning. I saw it with Miles and our friends. It was very fun. We went to McDonald's afterwards because they were doing the Minecraft movie collaboration,
got the
and I
Minecraft
was
meal.
fine. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. and I threw up. So thank you, Minecraft. But also no thank you, Minecraft.
Jockey.
Oh God! No! Boo!
You said you wouldn't.
I couldn't help myself. It was so good. It's perfect.
You know what? For the record, we've already gone so long that Mr. Katie has had to leave. So we just now happened. So this is
my
all on the
gosh.
wide shot for the rest of this. So if you're wondering where the camera stopped, that's why. But
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, it's 5:20.
Oh man. Yeah, Minecraft movie's great. Watch it.
yeah.
Ethan, what are your honorable mentions?
I'm trying to find out if there's a lightning
So I think there
powers.
is a lightning vampire, but I think she's a girl. I don't think
While they're
Jasper,
doing that,
I think Jasper is
other
like
movies that were really cool.
I think it is someone different.
I watched this
Okay, hold
year for the first time. Interstellar is great. It made me cry. There Will Be Blood. The hype's real. It's one of the best movies ever made. It's
freaking
super good. That's also Paul Thomas Anderson.
Psychic electrokinesis.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's a dad movie. It's a western. It's really great.
Which one? Sorry?
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best westerns of all time.
Incredible.
I really like Field of Dreams. It's the most sappiest movie you've ever seen in your life, but it's great. Fargo's really good. Coen Brothers always got the heat going on. Ford v Ferrari is a total dad movie, but it knows it. And it also has some of the gorgeous rain scenes you'll ever
Gorgeous.
see.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
There's
The most
It's
gorgeous.
some of the
hungry.
most some of the most gorgeous rain scenes. I'm bullied. Unforgiven. I watched it like a couple years ago, but I watched it again this year and I actually understood it. And it's maybe the greatest western ever made.
I do need to rewatch that because I didn't get it the first time.
It's so good. And I watched Silence of the Lambs for the first time this year, and that
So
was
good.
great.
good.
And Reagan sucked. can go now.
Okay, well, if we're doing honorable mentions, in terms of movies from this year, Thunderbolts was like almost number 5. It was really, really close to number 5 because it was really special to me. Naked Gun's just too funny. Fantastic Four's on there. I think that it's visually spectacular. I was like, thank God we got a good Fantastic Four movie. Oh gosh, what else did I write down? I wrote down some things for this. Frankenstein also was like right there. I watched that just last week, and it was gorgeous. I mean, Guillermo del Toro is gonna make a pretty looking movie, and the costume's amazing. The performances are really good. You will hate Oscar Isaac. You're like,
great.
oh, you were hot before, but you suck. He's amazing as Victor
Yeah, you
Frankenstein.
can suck.
Yeah. Oh gosh. What else did I watch? I have a list. I wrote it down. 28 Years Later was very, very weird, and I really, really liked it. And it was really funny because I really liked that movie, and one of the YouTubers who I really respect uploaded a video called 28 Years Later, Worse Than Cats. And I was like, no, it wasn't. You're crazy. So I'm...
See, I thought it was all right, but like Brady and I could only get tickets to the front row. And so it was like the front row at Marcus Theaters is just going
Yeah,
like,
it
oh!
sucks. It
And
sucks.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of penises.
There
in
are a
that
lot of
movie.
penises in that movie.
So basically, I went to go see Penis the movie. And so,
There's a lot of all kinds of nudity in that movie.
but like it's one thing, I don't really care about nudity movies. I don't care if there's a penis in a movie. I don't care if there's a couple penises in a movie, but there was a bunch.
need to stop
there,
qualifying.
there was a bunch, and when you're in the front row, like my eyes are sitting at the bottom of the screen, so they're all right there.
You're
and I
looking
just-
right up.
So I basically just kind of had to go like this the whole time, and I was like, "This is a really great movie. I sure hope those zombies don't come back."
And they do over and over again.
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah.
but it was good.
But yeah, Ray Fiennes gives an amazing performance.
When
in
does
that
he
movie.
not, though?
When does he not? When he's being transphobic. But the
I didn't know that.
oh yeah, he likes J.K. Rowling. But
Gosh darn.
yeah,
Oh golly.
golly gee, governor. The kid whose name I'm gonna forget, I looked him up. Are you?
Oh, you made
he's
Miles
Voldemort.
sad.
If that makes you feel better. He's like he's evil already, just in real life too. But
Can't have Hogwarts.
If we're all getting up, I have to go to the bathroom.
We should probably blow through the first.
we really should.
Yeah.
So we've been going for an hour and a half. So anyway, that's enough. I could keep going, but those are the big ones. Miles, what is your number 1 movie of the year?
My number 1 is Sinners.
Yeah.
Leah, what's your number 1 of the year?
It's the same as Izzy's.
Ours are
Wicked.
the same,
We're Glendon Alphaba over here. We picked Wicked.
Yeah, and then Ethan, what's your number 1 of the year?
I mean, it's Superman.
Yeah.
If I may briefly talk about this movie, you were talking a minute ago, like it's a movie that really loved being Superman, and you were talking about being nervous about this movie. I relate to both of those things, in that Man of Steel has that kind of touching on this, like the Ayn Rand Superman, like goodness is not caring about people, and it's such the opposite of that in such a refreshing way, like you're saying, like taking the emotional core of All-Star Superman and bringing that to the forefront, I think is amazing.
Hopelessly cheesy.
Hopelessly cheesy and perfectly cheesy. I think I was like, I need this movie to be good, if only because I do not want to sit through another DC Universe reboot in 5 years, and thankfully that's not going to happen. It seems like,
Unless Paramount buys Warner
screws everything up.
Brothers.
But everyone's amazing in this movie. David Corenswet is amazing in this movie.
He's so
Rachel
good.
Brosnahan is amazing in this movie. Nicholas Hoult is amazing in this movie. Eddie Gathegi is an amazing standout as Mr. Terrific. Nathan Fillion, you love to hate him. I'm going to forget his name. The guy who plays Metamorpho is very good.
Anthony Kerrigan.
Anthony Kerrigan's really good. He was in Gotham, if you didn't know.
Yeah, he's Zaz. He's
Yeah,
great.
he's Zaz. He's great.
the best on-screen Zaz.
Yeah. I'm going to forget her name, but she's like as Hawkeye. She's in
Hawkeye?
Last of Us girl.
Last of Us
Isabella
Girl. I was gonna say,
Merced?
Yeah,
Isabella Merced. Yes, amazing. Not Hawkeye. Hawk Girl. I know about Hawk But yeah, I love Superman. Superman's really special to me.
Very good.
Yeah.
I can blow through Sinners real quick since we already talked about that a bit and we haven't talked about Wicked. Sinners is the best film of the year. It's gonna go down like movies like Unforgiven or Schindler's List or like Shawshank or Green Mile, just like movies, Pulp Fiction, like these big tentpole movies of like the 90s where they tell you like these are classics, these are movies that have cemented themselves, movies like Fargo, you know, like movies that everyone's going to tell you, these North American made classic movies that deal with the culture, with issues, with that stand the test of time, that have something to say, that deal with what it means to be a human being, like just these big classic movies, because I think they all share similar traits, and that's why they've all been lauded as great films and as classics. You know, because I at this point the 90s have kind of been cemented, and I think give it a few more years, and the 2000s will kind of have a solidified list of classics for that decade. But I think Sinners is going to be one of those movies for this decade. I think Sinners, alongside movies like Killers of the Flower Moon and Nope, are going to be movies that we talk about for years and years. I think they're going to be movies that our kids and people in our kids' generations are going to ask us, did you go see that in theaters? What was it like when Sinners came out? Or if you didn't see it, do you regret not going and seeing Sinners? I think it's going to be one of those movies that gets talked about in lists for years to come. And I think it's going to be... I think it already has the potential to be Coogler's movie that defines his career. If Creed defined the early part, I think Sinners defines this new age of his career, and I hope he continues to make movies like this. And there is a moment at the end of the film where the character who shares my name, played by an actor who shares my name, was Miles Catan, who he plays Preacher Boy. First movie he's ever been in, by the way.
Yeah.
Dang.
Preacher Boy, I'll say it without spoiling as much. Preacher Boy driving away in the car with the guitar in his hand, crying, and it slowly plays the stringed guitar, his own guitar. It plays this little like looseless melody, and he rolls through the fields of cotton that he drove through with Smoke and Stack earlier in the film, and it plays things that happened earlier in the timeline of the film, and there's that shot of Smoke and Stack looking out into the sun going down with those heavy blues and oranges and reds, this perfect looking sunset in these big IMAX frames, and then slowly the old 1920s guitar morphs into a moody electric guitar, and it cuts to Buddy Guy in the club in the 80s. And it was at that moment in the theater where I just thought, this is going to be a movie I'm going to think about for the rest of my life. And
So
it's one of the best of the decade. It's the best of this year.
Awesome. Wicked.
You go first.
Ariana Grande did so good in this movie. Okay, I love Ariana Grande in general, but both this one and the last one, it was just like kind of surprising to see her take on a role like this when it's not her usual sound at all. But she did so good, and I was so excited. Thank goodness. Really great. There was like some qualms I had with like the blue dress was overused.
It was overused.
She needed more costume changes.
Yeah.
She needed.
They
way
haven't
more
seen it
costume
yet. We've got to be careful because I'm like, oh, there's so many things I want to talk about. You guys
I
haven't
know,
seen it
you
yet.
guys
I do want to
haven't
see
seen
it. I do want to see it.
I think we've been good on spoiler talk today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been good.
My main thing is they use the blue dress too much, and I think that's like a big thing. Is like it's just too worn. Like
Yeah,
she doesn't
she
have
does wear a
enough
lot.
costume change. Like given like that in the first movie, she's like constantly
Right,
changing
like
her
they
outfit,
have
like,
an
every 5
Oscar
seconds.
award-winning like costume designer in there. Like
Yes. And she, I think, has like what 3 outfits in the whole film, maybe.
they cut one of them out.
Yeah.
This is a big deal for us.
Yes.
They cut out the dress. They cut out the dresses, guys.
They cut out
I
the
know.
dress that is styled after the original dress she wears on Broadway for the scene. Thank goodness, like for that
Yes.
song. They cut that from the film, and I think it would have been a much better choice for
I'm
her to wear it.
outraged.
I know. I know you
As
are.
a
I know you
huge-
guys are out.
As a huge Devil Wears Prada fan, I feel your pain.
Here, I'll do the thing I did when I found out that Ray Fiennes was
thank you.
transphobic.
Yeah, it goes transphobia. They left out the.
But I was really upset because I think that wearing the bubble dress to that like specific event is really, it doesn't fit the tone. I think the fact that at least the other dress was pink and green, and that's really important to the plot of it being her doing like a formal address to Ozians as like a public figure for the Emerald City.
It does influence things, right?
It does. Like she's
It
supposed
makes
to be
sense.
like a very political figure for the Emerald City, which is why it's green and very like angular.
Yeah, I think at
and
one
very
point in the movie she
different.
says like, "I'm a public figure now. People expect me to be encouraging."
Yeah, they expect you to be encouraging.
They
Is,
expect
like,
me
what is her
to
quote.
lie, be encouraging.
Yeah, like that's her line, and it's like that dress is like so representative of like the strict role she is now in, and she's not necessarily, she's on the outside very bubbly, but like she is now stepped into a very
Yeah.
different person.
They're she's so good. Cynthia Erivo's so good.
Oh my god, and Cynthia's, oh my gosh, it's so good. I liked No Place Like Home. I liked it better than Girl in the Bubble. I think
Bubble's
that
aight.
it was
Yeah.
lyrically it was like walking into a children's bookstore.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Not- I think the writers could have done a much better job. Wicked is very lyrically heavy.
Yeah.
Like it is like
It's a
almost
lot.
poetry. It's a lot. Like it's if you're gonna add to Wicked,
You gotta
have
add to
make
Wicked.
it. You have to add to Wicked and make it lyrically important.
Stephen Schwartz has done some really good scores. He did, I think, what was like Prince of Egypt. I
Oh
think
my
he
gosh.
did.
I love
I think
that.
he did. I think he did Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's done some killer
Teddy Medeiros being,
stuff. Yeah, he's done some really killer stuff.
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about Wicked, and then we're gonna be done. But I'm gonna talk about Wicked. I love Wicked so much.
So good.
It's my favorite musical. I love Sondheim. Sondheim is my favorite musical writer. I think he writes some of the best musicals, and they mean so much to me. I love Company. I love Merrily We Roll Along. I love all that. I love Into the Woods. They're all so good. But if I'm listening to a musical, it's gonna be Wicked. I have this Wicked shirt. I have a different Wicked shirt. I have a Wicked jacket that I got from the Fox when I saw Wicked live. I have Wicked pajama pants. I'm working on a Wicked advent calendar right now. My last birthday party was Wicked themed. I love Wicked so much. I listened to The Wizard and I 63 times according to my Apple Replay. Idina Menzel was my number 2 listened to artist, and then also Kristen Chenoweth and also Ariana Grande. I really like Wicked. It's
I would
so
not
good.
eat green eggs and ham on a boat. I would not eat green eggs and ham on a moat. I would not.
What?
I'm rapping, you guys. It's so good. I don't know. There's something beautiful about a movie based off of a musical that's an adaptation of a book that is fan fiction of a movie that is an adaptation of a book, because the novel is fan fiction, and it's great, but it's also not great, but it's good. I love Wicked so much. It has so many problems, and it doesn't even matter because it's so good. Like, what else? Wicked is Marvel for theater fans, okay?
is. It really
is.
is.
It is the Marvel movie of theater. It's so, oh my gosh, I love it so much. It just hits you in the face with good lyrics and good music and an interesting story and interesting characters.
And there's so many other like points too in it of like just like poetic like meanings and just like the little
Yes,
things that
and-
you can pick at, and it's good.
It's so good. Like,
It's good.
it's so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know. There's so many things to talk about with it, and a lot of it are spoilers. For
I
the
could do a
second
whole
movie, which is a
podcast
bummer.
episode talking about
We
Wicked.
really could, and a whole 30 minutes could be about the outfits. For
Yeah,
real.
it could.
Yeah.
I could talk for 10 days straight about how mad I am that they took out the green dress.
It's a
the
problem.
Pink and green dress.
It's an issue.
It's an issue.
It's so good. I think, like you said, Ariana Grande does so well. Cynthia Erivo. There's a
does.
big 11 o'clock song in the second movie that she sings, and it's like it punches you in the face.
Is that the one I've been hearing in the trailers of like people come into our lives for a reason?
So that's the I guess that would technically be the 11 o'clock song. But like that one's for good. There's a different song. It's just Cynthia Erivo singing it, and it's a lot. It's so good. The songs in that movie are great. I love Jonathan Bailey. Oh my gosh, he's so good. Such a great voice, great face, great guy. He's awesome. Everything about those movies, I don't know. There's something really special about him. I don't know. I can't think of anything else to describe. It's just like they're just
It's just
good.
wicked.
Yeah.
Just
And
good.
they're like legit blockbusters.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
are they are musical blockbusters. I think it's one of those movies where it's like, oh, this is gonna get people into musicals. Like if we like, it is so mainstream right now.
I think high school
Like-
theater departments are gonna
Yeah.
bump up in numbers after this
And
movie.
I think they will, in a way, like Sinners, like they will go on for a long time, but in a different way. They
a
will
different
go
way,
down
yeah.
as-
Yeah. Well, and like it's a
Yeah.
cinematic tradition to have huge blockbuster musicals that goes back 100 years.
Yeah,
And so like and Singing in the Rain,
yeah.
Hello Dolly, on and on and on. Oh my gosh,
I love singing.
I love Singing in the Rain too.
Top 10 movies of all time.
Such a gorgeous movie. And
Try not to smile during Singing in the Rain challenge. Impossible.
impossible. Yeah, love those movies. But yeah, I mean, I think maybe you'll get some of that. Now, it does worry me that I'm hearing that they're going to make a Wicked prequel, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna
The
do with
Wicked
that.
cinematic universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes me think of when 1989 Batman came out, and it was really successful. And instead of going, oh, this means we need to adapt other DC superhero movies, they were like, no, we need to adapt other crime-fighting people just dressed up in costumes characters from the 1940s, and they made The Phantom and The Spirit, and no one watched those.
Right.
And it makes me worried that we're not getting a musical
Yeah.
renaissance, we're getting a Wicked cash-in.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be. It needs to be like there are musicals that would translate really, really well, and there needs to be
There's so
more
many.
adaptations because
Yeah.
more people. The reason why theater isn't bigger is because it's not as accessible. It's not playing in theaters all the time. You don't get pro shots of every single show. You're really lucky if you do. You're lucky if somebody recorded a bootleg from the back row. Like. It's really hard to see musicals, so adaptations are important. Pro shots are important. Like, it's gonna get more people into theater, and that's important because theater it's so good. Like, it's telling stories in ways that you can't do otherwise. Just like any medium, like animation can do things that live action can. Live action can do things that animation can. Like, musicals are really, really important. Like. They need to be adapting other stuff. Like they are making a movie version of the musical Merrily We Roll Along. Have you heard of this one? I mentioned earlier. It's a
You've told me
Sondheim.
about the musical, but I haven't had another.
Right. It's basically about three people who've been friends for 20 years ish, and it starts at the end of their friendship, going back to when they first met. And it's like sad, but also happy, and also sad, and also happy. It's very, very good, and they're making a movie adaptation with Paul Mescal, Ben Platt, and Beanie Feldstein, and they are actually filming it over the course of 20 years. Which is it's interesting. So I hope it's good. It's stuff like that. It's like it's gonna get people to appreciate theater more. I think that's why Wicked is so important to me. It's like this is mainstream theater, and it can actually bring people into the depth. So you can get more people to appreciate Sondheim or Rodgers and Hammerstein or whatever. Like. Finding more stuff.
Yeah.
But Wicked's real good.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
been a
Wicked
really
lot.
special year for movies. I think
Yep.
we've talked about a lot of really good stuff, and there's still more good stuff to come. The new Knives Out comes out on the 12th,
yes, I'm
which I
excited.
can't freaking wait for.
so
That
excited.
will make it into my top 5. I just can feel it in my bones, and I will watch one battle after another.
Put the Muppets in a Knives Out movie. Netflix.
Do it.
Did
Do
you
it.
hear Ryan? Oh my gosh. Director of the Knives Out movies,
Ryan
Ryan
Johnson. Thank
he
you.
said he would.
He didn't say he would, but he said he would either like to make a really good. He would rather just make a really good Muppets movie than he would have a crossover, because he's like, if you have the Muppets come into the Knives Out world, or the Knives Out world come into Muppets, one way or the other, one of them feels like they're kind of out of place.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'd rather just make a good Muppets movie. I'm like, please make a good Muppets movie.
Yeah.
I will watch your good Muppets movie. I love the Muppets.
We need more Muppets.
We need more Muppets.
Muppets is so good.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm sad. They replaced Kermit's actor. Like they got rid of
Yeah.
Steve Whitmire, and then they got someone new, and he just doesn't sound as good. Like he's good, but he's not as good. And Steve Whitmire is really good. And
Yeah.
I know there are reasons why they got rid of him, but it's still it's good.
Well, thank you all for joining us for the first and only episode of our long-running podcast. I've been Ethan Yount.
Isabella Pickle. Hi.
Leah Grove.
Miles Pinkle. She
Oh no!
She wicked on my for good till I.
Right. Find something to hit you with.
I'm upset. I'm offended.